required, and then it like updates real quick, and
Okay.
you press
Update
X and you're
requires
in.
restart. Yeah. That I can do.
Yeah.
That
Wait a minute.
I can do.
I got my water and I left it in the kitchen.
Go grab it. We just went live, but everything's working.
Uno momento.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just don't start the correct thing until we're all here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. So we can all be talking. You might be onto something with that.
It's the only logical thing, because probably wasn't talking at the time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll be ready. I don't think we need all our shit out there. Just wait. Wait for young Rampkey. I'm excited about some potential Warzone-age now. I have to see what Weesh says. Buish. I've been lugging my Switch 2 around in my bag. I had to get it out so I could throw it on the dock. Get it charged up. I want to do, I want to be ready when that thing goes live. What was the date again? I know we talked about it, but...
28th.
28th?
Yeah, Monday.
6, 7, 8, Monday? That'll be fun. Think maybe we can just
Live,
jam on it for a
live.
minute.
It's live for like 2 weeks. I think we got plenty of time.
Okay.
I don't think we have to rush out the gate.
We also can't stream it, so that gives us a break on, like, crunch. We just have to get on there when it works best for us.
We have until August 10th to play it.
All right, Craig's about to go live. Give him a heads up when you hear it, except I put the wrong notification in there.
Now recording.
Now recording.
Test.
Recording.
There we go. Let's see what we got.
Thank you, Greg.
Because it actually tells me. Yep, there's everybody within 3 seconds. Everyone joined the recording. The gang is all here. I'm pleased. Very pleased. Did Weesh reply yet?
No.
Nothing from Weesh. All right, let's do this damn thing. You guys ready?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 359 of the NOFODcast. We are No Outside Food or Drink, the Southeast premier video game and Nintendo Switch Code Redemption podcast. If you're confused how to do that process, you need to be here. You need to join us for all of our live streams. We walk you through the mundane gaming details like that. Coming up next week, how to save PlayStation 1 games to a memory card. That'll be next week's hot tip. Brant just grimaces. That's of course not going to happen. This week's news, Sony's strategic partnership. Microsoft backpedals on $80 games for now. The game had to be completely rebuilt, ? And there was a Pokemon Presents that I either totally forgot about or did not know it was occurring, or the news did not strike the universe and enter my circles to where I would have had to pay attention. I failed us all. You guys will have to carry us on that one. I'm one of your hosts, Richard Bergman, joined tonight by Newsmaster, Brant McKee.
Also known as your Pokemon correspondent.
You are. Why did I even pretend like that news was going to be something that I was going to have any insight or availability on? That is strictly you, boots on the ground, asking the hard questions, talking to the people, getting the answers we deserve.
In the trenches with Professor Oak.
Oh my God. Was it like a new Medal of Honor game? What are you doing here?
Hunting different Pokemon.
That's you and Professor Oak going up and over out of the trenches. Also joining
battle
us.
for Safari Zone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a new war zone, Safari Zone.
Safari Zone.
Also joining us, our resident lore master and soundboard master, Cesar Concepcion II. Cesar, welcome back. There it is. We needed a sound. We needed a sound clip. We got the Mario death. Why did we get that one? That's how you announce your presence?
Jeremy says, hell no.
Hell no.
Or Buish says hell no.
Oh, Thinking Inside the Box is here. Thank you, Buish. Thank you, Buish. Thank you, Buish. Thank you, Box. Yeah, we just started the show. We're going to do a little bit of news, and then it sounds like games played might be light, so it might be a short show here. Box, unless you we might be doing Warzone after that. Box, unless you got something to throw out there, you have a conversation piece you need the crew to kick around. Tend to come up with some good stuff. We're going to be talking about Microsoft's $80 games backpedal here soon, so maybe chime in on that bit a little bit. But this is a Friday night stream. We might be doing more Friday night streams. That seems to work for everybody, so let us know if you like it or don't like it. We got Thinking Inside the Box here, so we've definitely got we have some celebrity presence. We have people tuning into the show. We appreciate it. Let's get into the news. Sony strategic partnership. This comes from Jordan Mendler at VideoGamesChronicle.com. I mean, as you heard in the preamble, there's not a whole lot of news, so news should be light too, but let's dive into it. Sony has acquired 2.5% of Elden Ring publisher Bandai Namco in a, quote, strategic partnership, end quote. I thought we already did news like this. Was this not something?
No, this broke either today or yesterday.
What am I thinking of? What other like multimedia acquisition was recent-ish by Sony?
It was Katakawa.
Yes, there it is. Okay. Totally different company here. The strategic partnership will see the Japanese console maker acquire 16 million shares in the Elden Ring publisher. A joint statement from the companies reads, quote, through this business alliance and Sony's investment in Bandai Namco as two of the leading Japanese entertainment companies, Bandai Namco and Sony will focus on expanding the fan community for IP such as anime and manga around the world and strengthening engagement, particularly in the anime field, where rapid market growth is anticipated, while merging their strengths to create new and emotionally moving experiences for fans. And as a result of these efforts, maximize the value of IP. Ooh, that's a lot of corporate speak in there. Yep, there's the Katakawa Games purchase of 10.11% you guys talked about. Sony also owns 14% of From Software, 5% of Devolver Digital, 4.9% of Epic Games, and 4.98% of Chinese media publisher Bilibili. That's right. I said that right? Bilibili. Bandai Namco is best known for major game franchises like Tekken, Soul Calibur, Pac-Man, Ace Combat, and more. So there was a particular franchise not mentioned here.
And then also, Brand, you ever seen No Certain Magical Index?
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
And you know, the rail girl, her name is Bilibili, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's they named it after her. The whole site.
Really?
That show's so
cool.
big. That show and manga so big in China that they named that whole social media site after her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is the character that interesting? Like,
she's like an Esper. If you ever watch No Certain Magical Index, it's like what would happen if the Church versus Science. Church has magic, Science has their Espers, and she has ability to shoot electricity. I think it's like an electrical gun or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a minute.
She's a level 5 Esper.
Billy. That's cool. I like that setup. Handmade Espers, it's like straight Final Fantasy VI. Of this new partnership with Bandai Namco, Sony's chief strategy officer, Toshimoto Mitomo, wrote, quote, through the partnership, we aim to co-create an array of content and experiences that exceed... I lost my page. Expectations and deliver Kondo, which is emotion, to even more fans fans, alongside Bandai Namco Group, with its outstanding capacity for multi-directional expansion of diverse IP and deep connections with fans at real touch points, both domestically and internationally. So basically a lot of corporate speak. This sounds like it has more to do with games, though, than the Kadokawa purchase. Does that sound right to y'all?
I think both this and the Kadokawa were
it's all anime-based, media-based.
It's, all media. Sony's making a big push to have a big share in that anime and manga and media, multimedia, especially like that anime market. Cesar had been talking a lot more about that.
Like I told you earlier, Netflix and Hulu are getting ready to make a big push. Sony's trying to get ahead of them because they've been able to fight them off until now, but there's been more and more anime coming over to Netflix. The exclusivity and Crunchyroll has been less and less. It's like been about a year. They only been holding stuff for about a year now before it goes to Netflix. So
that's how long those exclusive rights are for.
I mean, if you watch, I mean, there's no Crunchyroll. Like I mentioned this before millions of times, there's no Crunchyroll in Japan. So like every anime is mostly available on Netflix. If you have a Netflix subscription, you could already watch everything there. So there's only maybe a handful of exclusives on Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime in Japan. That's it. That's the only ones that's spread out through, and it's like a small amount, like maybe 2 or 3 from each service.
It's mostly Netflix there.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a VPN and change it to Netflix with your subscription, I get it. Every anime I can get on Crunchyroll. I don't have to get Crunchyroll.
That's nice.
Some majority of them are also subtitled in English, so because they just use the same translations in different regions. So sometimes it's only affected in America. So if they got some in Netflix, has some stuff in the UK or in Europe. So
you recommended a couple series on Amazon Prime. Are those ones also on Netflix over there, or also on Amazon Prime? Are those like stuck on both sides? Not to get too in the weeds here, but I'm just curious.
More than likely, I think there's only certain ones. Like I think, like Disney went out and got Bleach exclusively worldwide, and then
so that's why that's on Hulu.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Hulu in America, Disney Plus everywhere else, and then they went out and got Macross.
Makes so much sense.
Yeah. They got the Macross series, all the movies, all the TV shows, and that's exclusive to Disney. So there's certain ones that Disney had paid for worldwide exclusive rights. So, yeah. But Bleach was a big one because I finished watching Bleach on Crunchyroll, and then I think they got the rights and they removed it like 2 weeks later, and then they took it out of Crunchyroll.
You got it right at the finish line.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have found alternate methods, right?
I mean, they're on Hulu now, so I mean,
You had the alternate method immediately.
Yeah.
All right. Someone tell me about Microsoft and their $80 video games. Thinking Inside the Box may chime in on some of this. I'll cover it. This comes from Andy Robinson at VGC, VideoGamesChronicle.com. Microsoft has reversed plans to charge $80 for The Outer Worlds 2. The Obsidian sequel will now launch for $70, despite Microsoft's June announcement. When the Obsidian sequel releases on October 29th, it will now cost $70. Last month, Xbox had said Outer Worlds 2 would be its first $80 title as part of a broader increase in game prices. An Xbox spokesperson said, quote, "We're focused on bringing players incredible worlds to explore and will keep our full-priced holiday releases, including the Outer Worlds 2, at $69.99 in line with current market conditions." Do you think that was part of the pivot, is current market conditions?
Yeah.
Obsidian wrote on its social media channels on Wednesday, "We've received your SOS via Skip Drone about the pricing." I guess that's a Outer Worlds reference.
Character, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As an organization devoted to making sure that corporations do not go unfettered, we at the Earth Directorate have worked with Redacted to revise the price of the Outer Worlds 2. Okay, this is like a
and they had the little
thing.
Yeah, they had the little character that has like his head is like the moon and he's wearing a suit.
Yeah.
He had like scribbled over the $80 price and wrote 70 or 69.99 or whatever. So
I guess that's fine.
So a couple things came out of this, right? So they came back and said that another realtor came back and said that this game in Ninja Gaiden 4 will be on disc for Xbox now instead of code and box.
Oh.
So they pushed back on that. And also, I think there were some references to the pricing. And that is the reason why you see so many game key cards on Switch too, because they did an interview for the new Legend of Heroes Trails game that's coming out in January, and they had specifically asked Nippon Ichi Software, like, why did they go with the game key card instead of a full release?
Yeah,
and they pretty much alluded to cost. A lot of people complaining about costs, and they said this was they felt the most affordable way to get their game out to the public, and that was the end of their quote. So.
Yeah, the game key cards apparently came about because all of the third-party publishers were asking for a more cost-friendly way. They were asking Nintendo to just kind of help us figure it out because they were tired of paying those high costs for the cartridge prices.
So, I mean, I think somebody had brought it up in the last investor meeting, their concerns about third-party porting, and I think Nintendo had said that they were going to have that conversation with a third party about the best choice they can make for their audience, and just left it at that. They're very vague.
Was the answer the game key card, or the question brought forth was the game key card, and they're gonna look into it down the road?
I think their question was they were concerned that third party sales were not going to take off because of the negativity of the public had felt on the game key card. So.
I mean, we've seen that, right? We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
It's gotten to the point where Japan actually just sent out a survey to specifically the Japanese market, asking about a lot about the game key cards. It seemed mostly, though, that they were kind of asking, like, do you know what a game key card is? Do you know how it works? And not necessarily like, do you prefer game key card, or do you prefer full game on the cartridge or anything? So,
but that's typical corporate stuff, right? It's never about what's at the heart of the matters. Always like, all right, are you truly educated on it, or do you know what what it is and what it's for? Because there's so much misinformation that goes around, and I guess that's what they're trying to understand is that, all right, they're being misinformed or they're actually not happy about it. You're always going to go with the easier way, which is like, oh, maybe they just getting confused with what some of the public are complaining about, and that may not be 100% true.
The whole blizzard with the Diablo that was going to be on mobile, the mobile only Diablo. Do y'all not have phones?
Yeah.
Like, what? Do y'all don't get it? It's on a phone. Everybody has a phone.
If you can't be online 24/7, we have a product for you. It's called Xbox 360.
But yeah, so I think that was like Nippon Ichi Software's concern, because the game's like already 69, and then we got to put it on the 64 gig cartridge that's going to drop it up to 79, and it's like, are we just going to price ourselves out of this? I just wish they would let you do the upgrade on some of these classic ones, but I don't want to derail it. We always talk about this. I think that's my biggest.
Yeah, we're all on the same soapbox.
I don't mind paying $10 for the upgrade for a full cart, so that's already on Switch. But that's after that Dragon Quest 3, 1 and 2 HD bullshit, where there's no upgrade key. You just buy whichever one you want. I'm like,
Steam. That's when it becomes sure. You just made that easy. You made that easy for me. Here I was gonna buy a thing. Yeah, we could go on about that, but I went by that same Walmart yesterday that I was telling you guys I've been looking for, just to see if I see the console, because the Switch 2 console is getting easier and easier to just get. Like, it's been in stock for 2 or 3 days now, I think, at Walmart.com and Target.
Costco, I think. Not Costco, Sam's Club.
Sam's Club
almost a week, honestly.
Yeah, it's been pretty much all week.
Donkey Kong, since Donkey Kong Bonanza, they've been kind of constantly going in and out of stock everywhere, it seems like.
So it's funny because I don't know if you guys listen to the Nate the Hate in his podcast. He was talking about that, like, there's just like barren right now. So it's like it's like he knows for a fact there's stuff coming out. It's just Nintendo's just being weird about actually making an announcement. And he's like, it's weird that they're holding back a lot of these third party companies from making an announcement, because it's like, Capcom's coming out with the Resident Evil stuff. It's like he didn't confirm it. He just said basically Capcom's going to come out with everything.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying. He said, look at what came out launch day. Street Fighter 6. The tower-based game. I forgot what the name of it is on there. I mean, stuff that's already been out. So he's like, they're going to come with like, oh, no more cloud-based Resident Evil 2. You can play it on your Switch 2 natively, you don't have to worry about that. So I think he said that there will be a Nintendo Direct next week. He doesn't have a date.
Next week.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
But
That's the piece of it I heard.
Before that, it's going to be before Friday, before their investment meeting.
before the end of July is all we have to go on.
So probably that Thursday or Wednesday or something like that. So
historically, the other two companies don't mind when games get announced. They just have a press release. It's like, hey, that's coming to our thing too. Like you're going to get
also on here.
The new Wolfenstein game is also coming to PS5. I feel like it's almost immediately after the show because by the time we're talking about the news, you guys keep up with it better than I can, but y'all both fill in like, oh, it's confirmed for Xbox and PlayStation, or that's coming to PS5 and Steam or whatever, however it breaks down. But from what I have heard in the past, and now this also adds to it, and he's more in the industry than I am. It's Nate the Hate leaker. I guess is that what they are? Insider.
Reliable source.
Is that Nintendo wants them to announce those things on their stage. They don't want to do that Me Too. That's the wrong phrase. They don't want to do that also coming here thing after the fact.
He said the only ones that can get away with it would be Rockstar. He said he knows for a fact that Red Dead 2 is coming on Switch 2. He's like, but he doesn't ever see him think it's going to be announced for Nintendo. He's like, because Rockstar does their own thing. They don't go by the.
You can't bend them to your Nintendo will.
That's like the worst kept secret that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to current gen consoles, and it's probably coming to Switch 2. So it's like basically all current gen consoles. So that's like the worst kept secret. So it's like, when does that get announced? He said there's certain companies that are just big enough that they can just do whatever the hell they want. Because I'm sure we're going to get GTA 5 at some point.
I was about to say, when is that coming? When are people going to buy their shark cards for Switch 2?
I mean, I just watched the video the other day where they're doing the GTA trilogy on Switch 2, and it runs flawlessly now. It's no dips in the frame rates. It's fully playable. He said, unfortunately, it's locked 30 frames per second, but it's fully playable. It's not dipping like it used to. So
interesting.
He said it's not a bad way of playing it now. So because before, certain areas it would just go.
And with all the patches, like not even just performance, but just how the game looked and ran.
So now it looks fine. Yeah, they went back in there and they fixed that. They fixed the filters. It looks more closer to the PS2 releases now. It's got the same color texture of the palette. Yeah, so it's like that. And now the only one was bad was Switch because it would dip down to 20 frames per second in certain areas. So now it's locked to the constant 30.
I think I got that for PS4 when I finally splurged on the trilogy. I think I got the Switch one. It may have been $20 somewhere. I think it was $20, just like GTA 5 always jumps down to 15 or 20.
But yeah, we got off topic here. But yeah, so basically, like Richard said, is Microsoft is I guess too much bad press at once, man. You can't have too much bad press. So, I mean, you just raise prices, lay people off, and some of the people you laid off, you replace with AI tools that you force those people to create, help
and
their
then
jobs,
and then advertise jobs with it, right?
So,
God, that's a bad look. Come work with us in our AI factory. Here's an image of an AI image.
I'm not a huge fan of talking about Circana stuff, but I mean, they did talk about the, Game Pass subscriptions are up. So I guess at this point they're like, all right, we'll ease up a little bit on the full retail releases. So, I mean, that's where they're going to make their cash. And I think somebody had leaked out that pretty soon we should be maybe Gamescom see more of a Microsoft push on Switch 2 and PS5 announcements for games. They didn't say which ones, but they said they imagine like Starfield and imagine like, what was it, Doom, the new Doom coming to Switch 2. It's like all that stuff that kind of just been out there for the last year for the PS5 probably is probably just going to make its way to Switch 2. So, I mean, at that point, you're going to start seeing a lot of that stuff come through. So,
I mean, I know it's not a news, but the Fallout TV series was a huge hit, and now they've ordered a Wolfenstein series also. So Bethesda's spreading that catalog around. Why not?
Yeah, they ordered 2 of them, right? Was it Wolfenstein and was there something else?
I know I saw Wolfenstein.
Yeah. Thinking
Inside the Box says, I wonder how many fingers Master Chief will have in the next Halo. Yeah, the AI generated Master Chief. Cesar and I have been in a playtest for an unannounced, I'll keep it at an unannounced game. And in the loading screen, there's a character where the gun barrel is like going to the right side of the hand and the hand is just floating out in space. I forgot to talk to you about that after last week's episode, Brant, but we'll kick it around this time. 6-fingered Master Chief, is that what makes him the Or is that just Six-Fingered Man DLC for Princess Bride?
He could have 4 more or less. You never know with AI.
I know.
He could have the 3 fingers.
The legs cross over weird and don't line up right, or they're just like 2 kneecaps. you seen the image with the influencer with 2 kneecaps? Man, you really want this bracelet she's got on? She has gosh. 2 fucking kneecaps. It sucks. Where was that at? I think it was Wimbledon. I think it was the tennis tournament in England, and I think it was on their official page.
God. That's what it was. The same team is also doing the Mass Effect TV series.
Mass Effect, okay.
That's what it was, yeah. Also being done over there in Amazon MGM Studios.
Damn, I was about to say Amazon's just going in. They're really beefing up that library. Can't wait for my Amazon Prime subscription to go up so I can pay for this next round of TV shit.
Man, they already forced me to pay more money to get commercials off, even though I'm paying for $200+ for Prime or whatever that is.
Yeah. We rode the student rate for, I feel like, almost 10 years, so I don't feel super horrible. And we get good value from it, I feel like. Even without watch, we don't really lean into the Amazon Prime TV stuff. Not until football season. They always have like 1 or 2. Are they the Thursday night sponsor this year?
Yeah,
they are again.
Al Michaels. That just keeps going from ABC to NBC to ABC.
Al Michaels over there.
Prime. He's over there in Prime. Because NBC wouldn't let him retire properly, man. They just kicked him off. So
I passed by the break room TV this morning or yesterday, and I had to do a double take. It was on Good Morning America, and I walked past and I was like, Joe Buck was on Good Morning America. I'm like, oh God, how low has this had to stoop to get fucking Joe Buck on there?
But we wouldn't have Oswald the Lucky Rabbit unless they didn't let go of Al Michaels. So that was part of the deal.
He was part of the trade.
Yeah, that's what Bob Iger did. I think when they were trying to buy out the contract for his ESPN Monday Night Football, because NBC wanted to hire him. That was he put that on the table that he wanted Oswald the Lucky Rabbit back because Universal had the rights. Yeah. And they're like, go ahead, we don't even use them. And it was all because of that push to make that game. I think he got that pitch 4 years before Al Michaels left. And that's why he was obsessed with trying to get the rights for, for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
I got on a wild hair looking at Unreal Engine 3 games.
See what you did
specifically. Wild hair.
Like every time you look,
every
time you look up Al Michaels, it shows that he was traded for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. That's in his bio. You click to see. Yeah, but it said Epic Mickey. Yeah. It said Epic Mickey was made with Unreal Engine 3, and I was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I was like, how? That was like renderware on the Wii. And I had to follow the link all the way through, and it was that Epic Mickey rebrushed. It was that remake that came out, a year or 2 ago? It wasn't the Wii one.
It's actually getting, it's the Switch one's starting to get a little expensive to find now, so.
Is it?
Just a little bit, yeah.
I think I got that for PS5 also, and if I double dip, it'll probably be on Steam. Wait a minute. Red Dead Redemption 2, is that news right there? No. PlayStation Network and Xbox.
It's like $18 or something, $19 on PlayStation.
Somebody, I think it was Xbox, had the ultimate version for $19.99 that comes with everything. It's like Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Online is
all
dead,
the DLC.
So.
Could we get on there and run around on horsies?
You can play it. It's just not a lot of people on there.
I knew that would get Brent. I mean, do we want there to be? We just need to be together, right?
I just love the other tweet from Wario where it's Fantastic Four skins available on Fortnite.
The wording on that one, yeah. It's like the joke they've been making for the last.
What's wrong, Brent? You don't want to be seen rocking Fantastic Four skins? me, you, Buish, and Cesar can all be Fantastic Four skins.
Yep. Just load up and put on your Fantastic Four skin.
Pick your favorite one.
Jump into Fortnite.
Ooh. Is that too cliche to be an episode title? Was that just too easily served?
We'll see what else comes up.
Partial to your Professor Oak in the trenches.
Professor Oak in the
Foreskin
trenches,
won't be coming up again, I wouldn't think.
All right. Before we get to
might have a refractory period.
you never know.
Before it comes back up.
Before we get to Brandt's Pokemon Presents, I'll carry on here. We'll go into VGC's Jordan Miller, who reported on that Final Fantasy Tactics Remake is a full rebuild because the original code was overwritten, which is not new because they had lost the Final Fantasy VII code, and they had to decode the bloody PC version for the release we all got, which was heavily censored on the language.
And this was this is in the era of like that storage media being super expensive, right? Where they would just delete what they were done with. They got the Gold Master or whatever out there, and they would just delete stuff.
Yeah, Kazutoyo Maehiro said, I think he came back to Square Enix too. He was working somewhere, and he got hired back on so he can finish his game, if I remember correctly. Revealed that the original source code was no longer available. As Richard alluded to, that is overriding development materials and limited preservation elements at the time.
Hate that.
It's just what they did.
Yeah. Panzer Dragoon Saga is also a victim of that too, right? I think all the Panzer Dragoon games.
A lot. Almost everything.
Yeah. In that time period, yes. So, which is a testament to it because I think, that game was kind of rebuilt from scratch when they went to the War of the Lions, and then they decided not to use that build for this. Went more for the faithful recreation of the original game. And so this is where we are with that game, which is still planning to be coming out this September. So September 30th on PS5 series consoles, PS4, PC. Interesting they left out the Switch one, but there is also a Switch version. So
we're gonna get Foreskins in the new Hot Shots game. That pun also applies there.
All right, Brant, take us home.
Let's move on.
I love the fact that they do put on there that like they had the option to just fuck it, just do the cheap way, run it through an emulator and that easy release, and they were like, nah, we want a high quality thing here.
Yeah.
I mean, they saw how unhappy Brant was with the Castlevania re-release for Symphony of the Night when they just ran it through an emulator like that. So
bullshit. Yes, but our Pokemon Presents.
My bad. Is that the
No. What you got?
That PSN collection, the one with that one and Rondo of Blood. Is that the bad one? Okay.
It's just the PSP one on the emulator. That's it.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't say bad. It's like the because they tout that it's updated with
new translation,
updated voice, updated voice acting, more accurate translations, and yada yada yada. But there's something very not just nostalgic, but just pure gold with that era of voice acting and
it's Brandt's trying to say
not super accurate.
It's like it's like a B camp movie. It's like almost seemed like it was done that way on purpose, just because it was trying to. It's kind of like a movie, like those zombie movies from the 80s, where it's like, oh, this is so bad that it's good, and then it's so good that it's bad sometimes, and it's like a mixture of the two. So it's just like a B camp. Yeah,
George Lucas fixing Star Wars movies. Like, we expect the land speeder to have like the Vaseline scrub underneath it. We didn't need that fixed out of there. I always think I know that's not like preferred method and stuff like that, but it kind of falls in that camp to me of I remember when Rondo of Blood, you had to have like a $350 Turbo Duo, and your copy of Rondo of Blood cost you $150 to have access to that, and now you need a PS4 or PS5, and that game is regularly on sale for like what, $4 or $5. So while it's not, we get to sit on our high horses and say that's not the preferred way to consume that, and it's two really good games still in there.
It's a way to consume it,
Yeah, just know your differences, and you can go back on YouTube and watch that clip of whatever was said in the right way. Okay, what do people think? And I can look back on that. Like like the 8 copies of Blade Runner. Like, what did they change in this one?
The work Final Cut and all that stuff on there. But as Richard has alluded to, I think if you want to play the OG one, but they put it through a crappy graphics filter, you still have that 360 one that's backwards compatible on the series console. You at least get to that script and that voice acting in there. So
Or the PSP one at the time was
a decent
portable.
version.
You got a portable version of those games. It's like, hell yeah, I got this on the go now.
Well, still, you could either download the PS Classic too as well on because you had them for PS3 and Vita.
We were spoiled in the PS Classic days. We didn't know it.
you could download it onto the PSP too. So, but anyway, yes, there was a Pokemon Presents. So I'm gonna go over really quickly all of the announcements here.
Pokemon news.
Not all of them were game announcements, of course, because there's so many dang Pokemon things out there. They started with the Pokemon World Championships. This is, of course, for the video games as well as the trading card games. I believe it's in Los Angeles this year. It's hosting championship in an arena for the first time in 2025. There will be live streams of the event on weekends. All the attendees get free digital codes to obtain Toadstool in Scarlet and Violet, and I know they were talking about different little goodies that you could get for attending as well. Different little merchandise and things. Next up, they talked about Pokemon Concierge. That's the Netflix show that they've got going on. They've got new episodes coming in September 4th, exclusively on Netflix. Pokemon Tales. Show. The Misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu. It's a new stop motion in collaborations with Aardman Studio.
Never heard of them.
I'm sure if you looked up their work, there's probably something.
There's no way.
It's just
y'all fucking with me, right?
What?
Huh?
They created Wallace and Gromit. There's no fucking way.
Oh, that's why stop motion stuck out there. Yeah,
there we go.
I thought you were just famous and joking.
Chicken
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
it's like, we never heard of them.
Famous
I was sitting here like, no, there's no way y'all fucking with me.
You walked in on the bit. Of course, we do that. We were testing you. I didn't know it was...
Run. They also did fucking Chicken Run. Come on, it's all right.
Yeah,
my favorite Dreamcast game.
But this is told from the perspective of Pokemon, and that is coming
finally
2027. Poke Park Kanto. This is something I guess exclusive to Japan right now. It's going to be like a theme park kind of deal. It's a new Pokemon land where fans can experience the world of Pokemon. There's they showed off a little Pokemon forest. Sedgetown Pokemon will be featured around the park, and it's going to open next year, 2026.
So just to let y'all know, and I mean a rant, but next year is the year, because after Nintendo Museum, Universal Studios, now this next year's I think I'm planning to go 2026 to Japan. Yeah,
2026 is the year.
That's the year. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping all the stupid
things calm down.
After all the people making the ruckus over there stops, and by then, so that's hopefully my plan. So
fingers crossed.
Box is making
both me and Richard are gonna start saving up money to send you with.
Yeah, probably.
I'm glad he's giving you shit too. There's no way I fell for that in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Thinking Inside the Box is calling us out on Aardman. Yeah. We deserve that one.
Grommet.
It's mostly Brant's fault.
Yeah, sure. Yes, mostly my fault. I'll take the blame.
Shaun the Sheep. They did Shaun the Sheep, the famous kids show.
Shaun the Sheep.
Shaun the Sheep. Holy shit. Pokemon Go Fest 2025 Max Final from August 23rd to 24th. Eternatus will make its global debut, and Mega Evolutions will be a focus.
Yay.
So for anybody still playing Pokemon Go, Pokemon Cafe Remix update.
Bring you jumping back in. This is one of your jams at a certain time, wasn't it?
No, I've never played Pokemon Cafe.
You played Pokemon Cafe?
No, I've never played Pokemon Cafe. But it's
I don't even know what this is.
I thought this was one of your.
This is until he mentioned it.
I thought this was one of your mobile jams.
No, it's definitely like a mobile puzzly thing. I can't remember. I've seen it, but yeah, I've definitely never played this.
What's the one you liked? Unite?
Yeah, Unite was it's coming up.
Okay.
But that was the one we played. That's like the almost like League of Legends.
I got you.
Yeah, United.
But they've got new outfits for Lapras and Jigglypuff. Pokemon Sleep.
Finally.
A new area called
That's what I've been doing.
Canyon. Whatever that means.
This is out already?
For Pokemon Sleep.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
it's been out for like, I don't know, I feel like at least a year.
I feel like a lot of this stuff they just constantly go over and over again, and I'm never ever sure if it's ever out because I never go into the store looking for it. I'm like, oh, Pokemon Sleep, I need that.
Did you have to do anything for Pokemon Sleep? Was it just a free app?
No, you just download it and sleep.
You didn't put like a ball in your nightstand or anything?
Tracks your sleep.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. Like you have to lay near your phone or some shit like that. That seems like vaguely familiar. Like it tells your movements to your phone. All I heard was like blah blah blah. We're gonna drain your battery. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's like an apnea machine. You have to hook up to it. It's like a Bane simulator, Pokemon Bane simulator.
Then Pokemon Unite 4th anniversary.
I'm not hooking up to the Pokemon Sleep machine.
Are coming. The Pokemon Dream Machine.
Now we're talking.
Pokemon trading card game update. There's going to be a new set releasing for Mega Evolutions coming in September 26th.
Finally.
So be ready to not get any of those Pokemon cards because of scalpers.
Yeah.
Pokemon Friends officially revealed. It's a brand new puzzle game coming to mobile and I say coming. It's out now. For mobile and Switch.
Where are we playing?
It's free on mobile, and it is $10 on Switch.
Never mind.
Brant, which Pokemon do you think would be the Chandler character?
The Chandler character?
Or Monica? Or Rachel? Which one do you think?
That took a second. Oh, that one took a second.
Psyduck is like the Phoebe character, I'm sure.
Pivot. Hey, they played a lot of Crash Bandicoot in that series, if I remember right. Didn't they have a PS1 in that apartment? I think there's a whole bit where they're playing. They get hooked on Crash Bandicoot.
I think the Pokemon Friends. I think the Pokemon Friends thing is actually kind of geared towards kids. The puzzles are supposed to be very easy. Then they went over the Pokemon main series update, basically just touting, hey, if you want to play Scarlet and Violet, it runs better on Switch too.
Finally, after 3 years of promises, we're gonna get it better. We just had to get new hardware.
It's coming. We can't tell you it's coming.
Yeah, a patch is coming. It's called the Switch 2.
It's a $500 patch.
Let's go.
$500. New Terra raid battles for Scarlet and Violet starting July 23rd. The Shiny Treasures of Ruin. And there's brand new in-game costumes that you can claim.
You gotta put codes or something like that when I was looking at it. It's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like a long sweater, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
Pokemon Champions details and release date. This is basically what looks like Pokemon Stadium. So coming, of course, to Switch and mobile. You can use your previous partners by linking your Pokemon Home account and trading those over. You can recruit Pokemon into battle in teams, I guess through different means. Ranked battles with players around the world. You can do private battles with friends and family. Single battles and double battles. new ways to raise Pokemon by teaching them new moves. And they just said that it will be coming 2026. Then we got to the main thing that they wanted to focus on here was their next big release for the Legends series, Pokemon Legends ZA. So they got new gameplay, showed the battles, NPCs, Pokemon. Talked about the Switch 2 edition, some of the new story details. There's two characters, teams to choose from. What's up?
That man, graphically, that's probably the first 3D
Right?
like Pokemon game I've ever seen that I've been seriously impressed with. It looks so good.
So this is the part I need to watch. I need to watch this.
It looks. I'm sitting there like, man, this looks like finally a true next gen Pokemon. That's not super deformed. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love the Super Nintendo aesthetic. I love the NES aesthetic we had all these years.
Yeah.
This weird transition to 3D from Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet was not it. It felt like a weird in between for like 64. It looked more like Wii games, right? So like this looks like a true like HD. I looked at it, I was like, man, I'm seriously impressed how good this game looks.
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah,
like Sister says, it looks so damn good. They gave a little bit more details about Lumio City, showing the different day and night system, and that you can catch up all these different Pokemon by day, and then all the battles and encounters you can do at night. They showed Frufru. I can't remember how you say that thing's name. It's a dog Pokemon, basically, like with a lot of stylistic hair, and they showed that it can be customized, and basically kind of how people do their poodles. You can change the style of its hair, you can change the colors, and
Nintendo's is back. Let's go.
Nintendo. Then they talked a little bit about Mega Evolutions and showed a new Mega Evolution for the Pokemon Dragonite, which seems like the fan base is pretty divided on. A lot of people hated it. I was just like, cool, it's a new Mega Evolution, whatever. It does look a little silly because they gave him giant wings on his head.
No, Brant, no. He's not a Thor character. He doesn't need those wings on his head. I don't care either.
And they added that. They did. He's already got wings on his back, but they added giant, like big feathery wings.
Oh, I see it. It looks stupid. It looks stupid.
And they added like.
I'm looking at it now. I wanted to watch that trailer because you guys were talking about it. God, it looks.
They added that little gem, like spherical gem, to the end of its tail, like the previous evolution Dragonair had. So it's definitely not the best looking Mega Evolution ever.
It's like bad eyebrows.
I don't know.
It looks like it's coming out of the top of the head, like some untamed eyebrows just flapping.
Right. I was like, whatever. They also showed off some
early bonus,
like pre-order stuff.
Best Buy's a GOAT one. It comes with an actual desk map. I was like, oh god.
Yeah. It comes with a like a computer playmat, like a big desk mat.
Yeah, like
has the whole map of
like
the
mouse
city
pad
and
that the keyboard and all that goes into.
It said it's a mouse pad for the computers, or you can use it to play cards on. I think it does both. So.
Ooh, like a
That's
play
what they
mat.
advertised.
Yeah.
I could see that as a playmat. And then
one sold
after,
out? Is that the one to get?
Huh.
Is that the one to get?
$30 value.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because we kind of got shafted. I can't remember what it was. I want to say like they originally announced like, oh, there was some stickers you could get or whatever, and then I want to say it was the UK. If you ordered it through like the Nintendo UK site, you got like a full on like big old plush of the starters or something like that.
Dragonite with the wing eyebrows.
No, the starter Pokemon. But it was after this that they did announce that there would be a new bundle that I guess is going to take the place of that limited edition Mario Kart World bundle, where they are bundling the Switch 2 with Pokemon Legends ZA.
You guys think that's going to be a regular practice of theirs?
Rotate these the holiday bundle. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. This is probably going to last through the holidays. Probably through winter, I would think. And then
that map looks dope.
They would possibly find another thing to bundle with it. But it makes sense.
I mean, we only have console. We only have 2 major releases for the year, right? So ZA and Metroid Prime 4, right? So
Metroid bundle.
That's pretty much. I would be surprised if anything Switch 2 related will come out this year outside of those.
I mean,
I think we'll get more.
It's like the fastest selling console ever, right? So they're not really needing to do anything.
But yeah, because I think we'll get more. Oh, this is coming to Switch also. I think we'll get more of those surprises. That's also playable on Switch too. I'm still waiting for my Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess. So.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
And I heard in that podcast we were talking about earlier that they strongly believe that we're not going to get a port of the last 2 Metro Prime games. They truly believe they're going to come to GameCube, and we're going to get a Wii emulator, and then that third one's going to come to the Wii emulator, and that is going to be it for the Prime games. So
at least they're
having to use mouse controls. Add mouse control for Wii games.
I think that Wii emulator would be perfect with those mouse controls. It makes sense. So.
New play control with the mouse controls.
That's immediately where my mind went.
Because they mapped it in that Metroid Prime trilogy for the Wii, right? They mapped all that stuff to the pointer controllers.
Mm-hmm.
So they could do that at least. Is that it, Brent? Is that you've wrapped up all the news from
talking forever. He killed it.
All the Pokemon presents.
Good God, there was a lot more news. I probably should have paid attention to this thing.
I sat there and I had it on the background at work, and I occasionally glanced, so I missed some of this stuff because I think I saw the Pokemon. Was it Friends? I think it was it free?
Yeah. They're in the fountain, kicking the water.
I think it was free on mobile, and I think it's like $10 on Switch.
Yeah, apparently there's like 20 something bucks worth of $20 worth of DLC.
If you get to both DLCs, it's like $50 plus the base game. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, gosh.
The one where they charge more for the Switch version?
Definitely the one where they charge more. The one where they move the furniture. The one that they go to the doctor.
That Matt pre-order bonus at Best Buy is pretty dope. I might be in to lock that in just for the Matt alone. That's pretty cool.
I think that's it, man. I think that's it.
That's a great bonus. They've been doing that for first party for generations, though, for a long time. I've got a stash of like Switch coins and pin sets and all sorts of shit that they did with retailers. They did that all the way back to the GameCube days.
I'm back to the circle again, where I'm excited about another mainline series. I just hope they don't implode it for me at the end like they did with the Violet Scarlet. Which, I mean, I beat the hell out of Scarlet. I went there and beat that whole game. I haven't beat a Pokemon game in a long time, but I beat it. But I enjoyed my time with it, man, but it's definitely vexing. And I still need to go in there and do that DLC in there because I got into the new region and I just like, it's perfect. Now I can actually play it in a more playable light. So, but I'm getting that itch again where we can all say we're going to start Pokemon again, and then some of us will do it and some of us won't. So.
I was like, if we actually did all play, we could all play Scarlet and Violet. Like, how many people could you play with? Like 4 or 5 all together?
I don't have one of those. I got to looking at it and I thought I sent Bleach a link to get his, but I didn't have any purchase history. It's not on my shelf, so I don't have one of those.
You sent the link and we're like, hey, we could play this together.
I didn't even buy this one.
Yeah.
He's in the chat. He said, we all know who wouldn't play. That's fair. I don't know if it becomes our game, then I'll stream it. I'll get on there in the stream and I'll play some fucking Pokemon. I get left behind. I'm not able to like keep up with gyms and stuff like that, and I fall behind.
Well, that's the thing with Scarlet.
Why do you make it so complicated?
Just run off and do whatever.
Why do you make it so complicated? Just enjoy the game. That's what I did. I just went out there and did what I want, moved at my own pace. It's like it's your fucking game. It is like a Skyrim-ish thing. It's like you can literally go anywhere in that map. You don't have to play anything in order. So it's like,
and I don't worry about that in those games. Why do I obsess about it? Because I played Red all the way through. I got everything. I collected everything. I feel like I'm trying to recapture that from 1998 or whatever.
Some of the gym bosses are level capped at certain times, and some of them are still rock, paper, scissors, but you don't have to go in that order. You can go all the way. Mm-hmm. There's very limited on what it tells you, like,
Okay, maybe I get this one.
Or you can screw around and just do the side quests and screw around with the I can't remember what they're called. Team. What's the team in that one?
We all
Team
know
Star or something like that.
Team Star. Team Star.
You can run around and fight
Team Star.
I love you, Buish, but you suck for that. It's fine. I'll constantly
get called out. You've been burning me on that since like the early 2000s. So I mean, he just got burned.
Pokemon years Sapphire?
Later.
Buish is only like 5 years
Fire Red
into
and Leaf Green.
Fire Red.
He got so excited about Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's the same thing as our Game Boy and Game Boy Color. It's just like, let's pick one up. You pick one up. I pick one up, and we'll just go through it.
Pretty damn good games.
They are good. I think they launched it. They launched cheap, or they came with the wireless receiver, or you could get the one without the wireless receiver, or something like that.
Those days, there was a lot of Nintendo ingenuity going out there.
Yeah, a lot of creativity with peripherals and stuff.
It's just too expensive now.
The next time I see one on Woot or something, like the region-free version or whatever.
Well done, Buish.
Okay, whatever.
Peer pressure.
I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it now. All right, Woot has Violet for $44.99 and Scarlet for $46.99.
Yeah,
that's not a bad price for. They're what, 60 MSRP?
I mean, free upgrades on the Switch 2. There's good Switch 2 candidates for you to like try out new hardware. It works. So
which one did you get, Buish? I'll get the opposite one. Which ones do y'all have?
I have both, so you're good. I bought the 2-pack.
Yeah, I
got the 2-pack.
I think I have Scarlet. Yeah, I have Scarlet.
I put the most time in Scarlet because I put like 60 hours in Scarlet. So
it's like $53 on Amazon right now. That's what I'm seeing. So
all Nintendo Switch video games are region free and will function normally in any Switch console.
Yeah.
Additional units might ship with Spanish as the secondary languages on the packaging. I like those too. I like the PS3 favoritos.
We says you got Violet.
Okay, that's the one I was just looking at. Fool me once. Oh God. Sure. Scarlet's monster on the front looks stupid. Violet's looks good.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Violet legendary, but I mean either way, they're both the same game really. So
the Scarlet one looks like a cocky fire shit wolf or something.
Shit wolf.
He just looks angry. But he has like a shell on his chest. I don't know what's happening there.
No, they're like lizard bikes. You'll figure it out.
They're like lizard bikes. Brant, did you ever figure it out? Oh, he has a thing on his chest too.
I started playing it, but then was like, man, this needs a patch bad.
So how far are you into it, Brant?
I went through that shit, man.
Not very far. Not far enough where I wouldn't mind starting over.
I'll get the shit wolf version.
I'll put in the fucking Violet one. I haven't started that one yet, so I'm okay with that.
Wait, 4 people can play this at one time? Good old cocky shit wolf. Yes, it is.
I think Brant had mentioned before. I think if you share each other's games, I think you unlock the Pokemons from both worlds in your copy, so you don't have to go all in. I'm buying both.
And if you're invited to the different version once, the version exclusives will pop up in your game.
Please trust me. Let's play Pokemon. I'll teach you if you teach me.
Do you want to be the very best?
I do. The best there ever was.
Rich is over here. Rich is one of those villains where he's just bringing invasive species into other people's environments.
Yeah.
So. Eating all the products over here in this world that they don't belong in.
Oh my gosh. Feasting on species, interfering with the environment and the ecosystem. Can you do that? This suddenly became the most interesting Pokemon game I've ever heard of.
Bringing like weird wild buffalo that eats Pidgeys only, and like all your Pidgeys are getting extinct.
Taking them out. Apex Predator Pidgeys are now leaving the ecosystem.
Pidgey Slayer.
Pidgey Slayer. Yep. That's the copy I want. It's better than the cocky shit wolf. Weesh has been down that road.
Been burned on your cover?
Been burned down that road.
Down that road. Damn.
Has Pidgey ever been cover worthy?
No.
I guess we ended up padding out news. That was pretty fortuitous because I have no games played. I've not had a chance to have any free time to get anything. We've been doing some home improvement stuff, so it's like we're mired in that. Yes, that too. There's a home improvement game, isn't there? Isn't there a Super Nintendo game?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's a
platformer.
Not at all. Yeah.
Why did that need a game? I mean, that's
I don't know, man.
Of everything.
Everything needed a game.
I missed that era, man. We played so many dumb games like Home Alone and everything. I missed that era.
You had the Battle of the Aladdins. Whose Aladdin is going to be superior?
Hey, man, I'm still waiting for them to put Dinosaurs for Hire on there. That's all I care about now.
Dinosaurs for Hire.
Dinosaurs for Hire. That was mentioned on. I was listening to a podcast this morning. They brought up Dinosaurs for Hire. There's a pre-name to that, right? It's like blank Dinosaurs for Hire.
Yeah.
Cesar brought it up once, and we both agreed that game looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
It is contra-based.
Expensive as shit, though.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that preamble was or what it was a trivia answer. They were doing like they did a cool thing. Do you remember in EGM magazines, they would break down the scores. They would call it like the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, level variety, plenty of scrolling in the background. The bad, the game short. And then the ugly would be like, there's a game breaking bug on level 6 if you jump through waterfall. You know, it would be something like that. So that's the trivia game they played, and they listed the year and the month and I think the platform. So you would get like Genesis, August.
All I see is
1992.
Tom Madsen. Tom Madsen's Dinosaurs for Hire.
Tom Madsen's. I knew it had some sort of lead in.
That's all I want. That's all I want. I mean,
how much
do we ever
did we look it up?
I don't know. That shit looks amazing.
I mean, I have a playable copy on original hardware. We could play Dinosaurs for Hire. Cesar, did you own this or do you currently own this?
I got it somewhere.
$24.
Oh, it's not expensive. What was I thinking about?
Cartridge only.
This isn't a Crusader of Sinti scenario. Not much is.
Yeah, I'm looking at a copy for just the cartridge only, $24, $24.99.
Brant and I are both looking for this, and all of a sudden there's going to be like a spike increase for Dinosaurs for Hire.
Good
for Genesis
Lord.
searches.
There is one complete in box, even has all the little adverts, including a Batman the video game advert in there. $1,200 on eBay.
Dino
your bid at
dudes
$1.
With major attitudes.
1,200.
Triceratops Lorenzo loves Hawaiian shirts as much as he loves explosions.
It was made by the same crew who did the Comic Zone. After that, I think that was their next game after this.
Ooh,
who's Tom Mason?
Good pedigree.
This is a Genesis ass game. This is like the epitome of Sega Genesis.
Hey man, we talked about it on this podcast before. They're coming back
in a post Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles world. that gave us Battletoads and biker
Street Sharks,
and biker what from Mars? Biker mice from Mars.
Biker mice, yeah. Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yep. Oh, what an era. Yeah, but that's it for me.
As we talked about before we started recording, so I haven't really played much. I dabbled a little bit in Donkey Kong Bonanza.
What are your thoughts on it so far?
The tutorial area where it does take a little minute to get used to the button directions for digging up, down, left, right, but it wasn't too bad. It was like maybe 10 or 15 minutes because it does feel like it's a different play style than I'm normally accustomed to on a 3D platformer.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I grew accustomed to it. I know some people were talking about Blasphemy where they were swapping the B and A buttons because some people just needed to have jump at a certain button. But I don't know if that's because it's a Mario aesthetic in your head when you're doing like a 3D platformer or whatever. But there's an option in that game where you can swap the jump buttons from between B and A.
I kept seeing that mentioned online. Did y'all feel the need to have to do that? I didn't.
It took a minute to adjust. Yeah, it takes a minute to adjust. But I never felt like it's just unplayable. I guess they had that option because I guess it must have affected somebody. You know, like I'm so used to having. It's kind of like the Japanese PlayStation. You know, circle to confirm, X to cancel, and they swapped it over here. So it's just that whole aesthetic. Some people it's hard to swap over. I think PlayStation forced it for everybody, and PS5 because it's the same for everybody. But
we used to have to learn. We used to have to learn different game mechanics, right? You'd get a new cartridge, you'd have to learn that game mechanic. Now all shooters play like Call of Duty. Halo plays like Call of Duty. If you play Call of Duty and somebody hands you a controller to play Halo, you're gonna be able to pick it up and play it.
I think it's because like you said, it's because how mainstream games are now. It's like they try to make it where they can pull as many people as they can, so it's just easier that way. So.
And when you find something with different mechanics, it can be refreshing. Like, okay, this is different. I got to learn different buttons with this. We used to do that all the time. We used to do it with every game.
But at least they left it right. They could have just, you know, they left it. They gave it an option. That's the whole point, right? You do something different, but give accessibility. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like people still whine about Elden Ring having difficulty. You're like, oh, that defeats the whole purpose. It's like, who cares? You know, like
play it on the hard one that you want.
Play the original, and then have other difficulties for other people. But it's neither here or there. So I mean, outside of that, I think I've forgot the name of that. I don't even know if I got to the name of the rock, but I've met that purple rock where we do the singing ability.
Yeah.
To kind of lead your way as you go through. You have you can punch forward, punch down, punch up. Destroying the environment is very addictive.
I like
going
the punching
through
up
and doing the clap and everything to get the gold. I think it's a very well built game. I've only went to the subterranean sub layer, the next sub layer, which is I think is more the kind of like the illusions they had for Tears of the Kingdom, where you're flying down the island. It's very bright and sunny, and that's where I kind of just stopped because I haven't had much time to play. So I think I grew more accustomed to. I feel like I want to play more when I want to play the Donkey Kong, and I was like, I ended up getting Shadow Labyrinth for Switch.
I really want to hear about this one.
Because I knew it had the free upgrade to Switch 2, since the Switch 2 was just code and box. And I didn't have to do anything. I just went in there and I just went to the store and just add the cart and didn't have to pay anything. And it just downloaded the Switch 2 version on there.
Nice.
So before I get started, there's some caveats I was not aware of because I didn't do my research beforehand. Because I played primarily, I've been busy. I've been primarily portable or handheld. I tried to play docked yesterday. It does not play well docked. So it does play 4K docked, but there are some frame pacing issues. So it's little jitters. It's not like frame drops. It's just like it jitters across, and it's like it's the way that this game is built. It's not very good. And the reason why is because it very much so reminds me of like Metroid, where you have the same environments, lava, rocks, you have enemies scattered about. It does have some of that Souls-like type stuff. You have one dodge button, and it does take some time to get used to and get accustomed to, because you could dodge either too early, too late as you fight various enemies, and you try to move past them when they attack. So it does take some time to get accustomed to it. So I've died quite a few times, but they do have like these little crystals that are kind of like your save arenas. It's not a save room, but it's a crystals that you can kind of just scatter throughout. And as you die, you can kind of float back. And it just sucks because there's sometimes I get pretty far and I die and I have to go all the way back and do it again. So basically you play this character like number 8, which is a bodied character that very beginning of the game, it just shows somebody playing on a cell phone. It's like a mobile game, and they disappear. And they go into this world where it's kind of like Galaga / air combat. It's like he gets in this mech, and he fights this giant mech, and he dies. And so then you're seeing this like soul of this character going through like these different portals of different worlds. And he gets pulled into this one where you have a character named Puck, which is very obviously looks like Pac-Man, that summons this character.
Puck-Man.
That basically puts inside this weird robot body that does not have any arms. And he's trying to get out of this dark, gloomy world that's kind of like a labyrinth, a shadow labyrinth that's been kind of destroyed. And he's the 8th one he's summoned because they haven't been able to stick. So that's pretty much your basic story of what's going on. You have some girl that's kind of going around this. Seems like she knows one of them, but there's not very much spoken dialogue in there. So it's a lot of it. You have to find these books, and they go into backstory for a certain character. You don't know if it's Puck. You don't know if it's for the soul that's in there. So I saw online that you had just recommended to watch Secret Level, the Pac-Man Full Circle one, which is about 10 minutes. And it kind of gives like a prologue for that game that kind of explains some stuff on there. They said that was how they build interest to get people in there. But it's a very Metroidvania, as we all, a lot of us are fans of on the show. Mm-hmm. So you do have the minus button, which is your overmap world. You do find these little canisters and stuff like that for upgrades that are kind of scattered about that you can't get to. And you can put stamps on there like, okay, I know something's here. I need to come back to it later if I get an ability to get up there. And so, essentially, as you go through, I'll just call him number 8. Number 8 sees a sword on the ground. Puck tells him to pick it up, and he can't do it. It wouldn't allow him to, but he ends up putting this robot arm on, which allowed him to pick up the sword. And that's how the game starts. So as you're going through, he kind of tells, all right, we got to go through. We got to get out of here. You fight your first boss, which is kind of like a spherical character. And that's kind of, it does have some of that Elden Ring in there, so there is some difficulty in these bosses. Brant might remember from Hollow Knight, it's going to have some of those Hollow Knight type battles where it does kind of like it tests you a little bit, and it's going to build up in difficulty as you go on there and fight bosses. It's not Metroid's like that too, but I always feel like it's a little bit more closer to Hollow Knight because you're using a sword versus Metroid where you have a missiles or gun where you can kind of
ranged attacks.
Right, where you can kind of just change your play style on this one. And so the only other abilities, you get these little grinds, kind of like rail grinds from kind of like Tony Hawk. So you'll see them on certain levels, and Puck automatically takes over number 8's body, and you're just Pac-Man going across these grinds. Damn. And you eat these pellets. And these pellets give you upgrades to upgrade your ESP, which is your roll ability, and maybe something else that doesn't say because that's all you have right now that's tied to it, or upgrade your life. And then you also find these other items where you talk to a storekeeper, which looks like a giant skunk or raccoon, and she's can sell you different abilities based off certain items that have been dropped. So I think I've gotten to the next boss, which is the second boss in this game, and it's pretty much where I stopped. It plays pretty well. It reminds me like the art style is kind of like a weird. It's not like the Puppeteer per se, which was 3D, but it does have that. They look like they move like puppets type stuff. Okay. Kind of like the 2D art style of like 13 Sentinel, where it's kind of drawn that way. Not as much detail as that, but it's kind of like basic, just like hooded characters, and you're going through. But it is very much so. If you like Metroidvania games, this is a good one. I've enjoyed the time I've had on here. So far, it's been building up pretty good in variety. It just lacks a story. But then again, you don't have to have like a deep lore story because Metroid's done it in the past with their NES and Super Nintendo ones to still have a way to tell a good story. So like that's the only catch-22s you find these little books layered about and randomly, and that's you're supposed to build them all up, and then you go through it and kind of read. All right, who's this about, and what's going on, and why is Puck stuck in this shadow labyrinth, and why do you have to summon this soul because he doesn't have a body. He can kind of take over this body as they eat different characters to get more abilities. So it's not bad. It's a lot of that same speed like Hollow Knight, where you can just pick up a little bit, play a little bit, and like, all right, I beat a boss. Like, all right, I'll come back to this a little bit later. It doesn't feel like you always. It's a nice difference than playing a game where it's like, oh, and you get sucked into a cutscene. It's like, oh, let me get through this cutscene so I can save, so I don't have to do this again. And
yeah.
I mean, that's also the power of the portability of a Switch 2 console or a Steam Deck, because this game's also on PC or ROG. These tend to work well for that setup, versus doing a home console, in my opinion. But to each their own, however they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I've enjoyed my time with it. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. So, and it's not bad price. It's like $29.99, as Brand has alluded to before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big proponent of AA games on the show. It is definitely a AA game. Not everything has to be AAA to be a winner or knock out of park. We don't have to make an $80 game every time. That's 700 hours. It's not necessary. So
right.
These are the ones I tend to like to support, is these type of ones, because I want more of this stuff out there to be enjoyed. But that is, I don't know if you guys get questions for me in Shadow Labyrinth or anything you want me to elaborate. I mean, that's
good.
Pretty much my
glowing endorsement. Sounds like a Brant game.
Yeah.
We call them Brant games.
Definitely is.
Yeah, the more he describes it, it definitely kind of sounds like Hollow Knight-esque. So,
outside of that, I'm not going to go too much longer. I somehow become an aficionado for Cyberpunk. I saw that the 2.3 we all know came out.
Cyberpunk correspondent.
And for whatever reason, I got lost in the thread where they talked about the PS5 Pro version. When you play the HDR, which also the ray tracing, it's stuck on 60 on Series X and PS5, but it hits 90 on PS5 Pro. And I played it up there, and it's fucking butter smooth, man. It's unlocked at 120, but it hits 90, and it's just, I'm going around. So I just wanted to see how it goes on there, but the highest resolution I can.
Oh yeah,
it looks good as hell, man. It plays very, very smooth. Yeah, I could tell it's not 60. It's like, oh, okay, that's nice. So it's like it's pretty good. I think they can get to one. I think it's unlocked to get to 120, but I did play at the 90 frames per second, and it was very noticeable, and it looks very, very good with that 4K resolution with the.
Ray tracing,
I just said it.
HDR,
ray tracing. Thank you. Yeah. Ray tracing is the word I'm looking for. I appreciate you. You saved me.
We just watched Blade Runner, so I'm kind of craving that cyberpunk aesthetic.
I'm always starting it up, and I was going back and forth on Switch, and the Switch one's fine. 2.3 is not on the Switch 2 one yet. So,
not yet. Mm-hmm.
And that one looks, and I think that's a fine way of playing it portably as well. So not to knock it, but also this is very much so a Richard game, because Richard maybe have 85 different copies of Cyberpunk, and whenever he does get the Switch 2 one, the saves transfer. So you can like, oh, when I'm home, play this, and then transfer it to your Switch 2, and that's the way they built it.
Just like they did with The Witcher. You can transfer your Witcher saves.
Outside of that, real quickly, I haven't played it yet. I installed it, but I did get a Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers.
Ooh.
I did want to support it because I am a big fan of Elden Ring type games, and this is very much an Elden Ring Souls Ring type game. Eden Zero, because I'm a Fairy Tail fan and I'm an RPG fan, and that's what this is. And this is the one I'm sort of mixed about, because I'm excited about it because I love the series, but I didn't hear good things about it because they said it should have cooked a little bit longer. And I will stream it at some point, and it's Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact. So
okay.
Ooh.
Who makes that one?
Aiding does, which also makes the Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Okay.
Which came out exclusively on the Wii, which is
Wii.
stuck there.
That's a throwback.
Yeah. But I'm kind of excited about that one. So I made sure to get the collector's edition where I had the season pass. I've been hearing mixed things online though. Like they're like, they should have let this cook a little bit more. But as we all know, the game was only 10 gigabytes on the disc, so wow. I'm sure that game's gonna get patched to hell. So there's no patches for it yet. So, but I'm gonna stream it. So I'm a huge Hunter x Hunter fan. So I was like, I can't remember the last time I got a Hunter game. I can't. It's been. I can't. I mean, that came out in America. No, Japan probably, but America no. But that is it for me. I'll kick it over to Brand. I took up too much everybody's time. So
that was good. That was all good stuff.
Also, I forgot to mention I was doing the Brant and Richard tinkering. So I opened up my 2DS XL today and I changed out the battery because the battery was dying. That's a pain in the ass. I do not recommend it because it sucks. It sucks because there's 3 cables. There's 2 cables tied at the bottom for the speakers. And you have to make sure you have pliers and don't yank them because then you will make your 2DS soundless. And you have to use a little sponger to like peel off the back. It's not like the 3DS.
Oh no!
It's not like the 3DS where it just pops off and you get the battery. It's a whole process, and they even put a fucking excuse my language. They even put a glue, a drop of glue to keep the battery in there. So I had to sit there and pry the battery out. Without thinking I was breaking something. That was something I thought that was going to take 5 minutes, and it ended up taking 45 minutes. But I got it all back together. Everything works.
Remind me what model this is.
The 2DS XL.
What did that one look like? Was that the flip top one?
The one that looks like a cell phone.
Oh god, I think I have 2 of those. Are those the 2 that 2 individuals to play Mario Kart on?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So the batteries they do not sell in Nintendo anymore. These are not the same batteries they use for the Switch Pro controllers, which is the standard one they have on the 3DS XL. Okay. This one you can still get it. I do recommend it if y'all want to have a backup on iFixit. They still have some there, and it's like $14. It's not bad. Outside of that, I've been very unlucky with my 3DS lately because I had my Metroid one, which I've had, and apparently the cartridge ejector went out. So like when I stick the cart in there, the spring is gone. It just died, which apparently is a common issue with the 3DSs. So I also went to iFixit and ordered a sister board, which luckily on the 2DS XLs is all one board. But on the 3DS XLs, there is a sister or daughter board that only hands that cartridge on there. So I went in there and replaced it. It was just a couple ribbons. So I'd open it up, get in there, replace the ribbons on there, and it works just fine now. They sold that part for like $24, I think.
That's not bad at all. iFixit. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, unfortunately, I went through that whole thing where I was putting all my games on the 3DS because they want you to do it every 5 years because it has that same Wii U memory technology, which it randomly dies if it doesn't get power. So like the games also go through that. So I went ahead and was going through there, and I found out that my game wouldn't eject anymore, and I had to sit there and pull the game out of the slot. So I was like, and then I was like, that's weird. I never had that issue before, and I went online, and apparently it's a issue that happens often on the 3DS. Yeah, and it's like you can't get it fixed anymore because it's like everybody's like, yeah, just send it to Nintendo, they'll fix it. But they stop repairs on the 3DS. So, but yeah, that's it for me. Sorry, now you can go, Brent.
On that subject, did you all see the guy who decided to spray paint his copy of Donkey Kong Bonanza yellow? And then got it stuck in his Switch too.
Tried to make a banana version like the 64 game.
Yeah.
Idiot.
And that's all I've been playing is some Donkey Kong Bonanza. I can't really go into any of it because I know both of y'all are going to play it a little bit more at some point. So I'm not gonna. I don't want to give y'all any spoilers or anything like that.
Brad, did you find the amiibo?
The amiibo seems to be pretty easy to find. I just at the $29, I'll buy Shadow Labyrinth again.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Rather than buy the amiibo.
You're not wrong.
I like. You know how big of a Street Fighter fan I am, and I look at those Street Fighter amiibos like that looks great, man. But I'm like, I'm not paying $29, $29, and then $39 for the cards. I was like, I'm like $120 so I can get all the Street Fighter characters. So I was like, this is so not the move.
Yeah, I like the look of this one. It's a big one.
But I do have
$30 amiibos kind of sucks.
Yeah,
I don't like that new tier.
But I'm gonna be like Brand. I'm thinking I'm gonna be very peculiar on which amiibos I buy in the future. That's gonna have to be like something I really, really like. So, or like a character I really, really like. So,
I feel like that's how I've been. This one just looks super cool to me.
I got the complete Smash Brothers set on the amiibos, and I was like, after that, I was like, you know what? I'm good. I was like, I don't have to buy every version now except my dumb ass will keep like, ooh, a Splatoon 1, ooh, a Splatoon 1. But that's the only time I ever do it. But yeah.
The only thing I'll say is that you do find these characters. They're like a little rock-looking character, but these guys are shaped like a house. So they're literally like a square comes and then like triangle on top, point. He's got like a yellow top that comes down. It's like a roof. And if you talk to them, they build you like a little house in, whatever surface is right there. So he'll ask you, would you like me to build you a house area? And it'll be for X amount of gold. And you say yes, and you get a little animation of like the rock or whatever cliff is right there, and it just kind of goes but and pushes it back, and then it sets up and it has you a little record player where you can listen to the discs you've collected, and there's a wardrobe, and then there's a bed, and if you sleep on the bed, you get an additional heart. It'll populate a yellow heart of health next to your regular health. And the more of these characters that you visit, these house-shaped guys, around that same level, and you keep building the houses, the more hearts you will get. So it goes from like 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and then 5. And the max you can get is 5 additional hearts.
Kind of like eating food in the Zelda games where it would add the hearts to your meter.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good little thing to look out for.
Other than that, I haven't got any music discs yet. When do you start collecting those?
You'll find them randomly digging or fighting enemies. You'll hit an enemy, destroy them, or hit them into another enemy, and then you'll just see a little record.
I think like a little vinyl one. I just don't have a way to play it back yet in the game. I got you.
That area you're in, I'm trying to think. Like literally, if you look at the center of the map, there's already a area right there where you can go and sleep on a bed. There's a record player and everything.
I need to look at the map and see.
You didn't have to build that. I got you. But it's just there, so you can screw around with that and listen to your songs. There's some good tunes on there.
Donkey Kong music is awesome.
So far, I'm still enjoying this game. This is amazing. I sent y'all a picture, I guess it was a couple days ago, of like a comparison showing Breath of the Wild, Kirby Forgotten Land, Mario Odyssey,
all the combined
the Incredible Hulk for the GameCube, and it like all has arrows pointing to Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm like, it's pretty accurate.
It's not wrong.
But I, like Cesar said, the destructibility and being able to just like run around and dig around, punch things, break stuff, and explore via that way. Because there's so many things that you can do, or paths you can take, or you can just start punching and like get to whatever you're trying to get that way. So it's a super fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud these developers so much because they did such a good job. And you get, every time I get to a new area, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do this and try and get to the next points, and then I find myself like slapping the ground and using that like radar thing, like, ooh, wait, there's something over here. Ooh, there's something
distracted.
Over here. And I spend hours and hours in just one area breaking stuff. So it's good stuff, man. But other than that, I haven't been. I get maybe an hour or so if I'm lucky to play a little bit during the week here and there. So
it's the way it goes sometimes, ebbs and flows. All right, is that it for us? Is that this week's show?
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week, and we will catch you next week. Bye.